Subscribe for more content. Have you ever thought about the potential you carry as a man and how you could be squandering it? It's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? But it's a question that needs addressing. Imagine having this incredible gift of being a man, possessing immense potential, and then just letting it go to waste. It's quite possibly the most ungrateful act a man could commit. From my own experience, I've realized the detrimental impact of not recognizing one's potential. Allow me to share with you 9 actions that a man should steer clear of. Firstly, never joke about your dreams and goals. It's like laughing off the very essence of your existence. Making light of your aspirations is a shield, a defense mechanism against uncertainty or the pressure to conform to lesser ambitions. It's a sign of self-sabotage, a way to undermine your own potential. I remember a time when a friend thought it was funny to poke fun at my dreams. I didn't laugh it off or join in the mockery. Instead, I stood my ground, reminding him and myself that my goals were not a subject of humor. They were and still are my compass, my guiding star. So gentlemen, protect your dreams and ambitions. Don't belittle them or let others do it either. Stand up for what you believe in, for what you strive for. Remember, your goals are your roadmap to success. Treat them with respect. Secondly, don't be afraid of solitude. We often see men squandering their potential because they are perpetually surrounded by others. Whether it's out of fear of being alone or seeking the company of mediocre individuals, this constant chase for companionship can prove to be detrimental. Yet the irony is, solitude is not a state to be feared but to be embraced. I remember a time when I found myself always caught up in the company of others, only to realize that I was losing touch with myself. It was in solitude that I found the space to think, reflect, and grow. Even if you find yourself amidst a circle of great individuals, there's immense value in learning to be comfortable in your own company. Remember, solitude isn't about isolation, but about self-reflection and personal growth. So don't shy away from it. Embrace solitude. It's a space for personal growth. On the flip side, don't isolate yourself entirely. While it's important to embrace solitude and become comfortable in your own company, it's equally crucial to form connections with like-minded individuals. I once fell into the trap of going it alone, thinking that I could navigate life's complexities single-handedly. But, as I soon learned, this was a grave mistake. There's a profound richness that comes from sharing experiences, learning from others, and growing together. I remember a time when I was wrestling with a major decision. It was a friend, a like-minded individual, who offered a fresh perspective, helping me see things from a different angle. His words were like a beacon, guiding me through the fog of indecision. That's the power of companionship. It's about building each other up, sharing wisdom and experiences, and pushing one another towards greatness. So, while solitude is a powerful tool, don't underestimate the significance of companionship. Remember, solitude and brotherhood are 2 sides of the same coin. Thirdly, beware of blindly following influences. You see, in this digital age, the internet is like an endless buffet of advice. But as enticing as it may seem, not all of it is going to suit your palate, or more importantly, your life. Once I found myself entranced by the charismatic words of an online guru. I followed his advice to a T, only to realize that his one-size-fits-all wisdom didn't quite fit me. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but it taught me a valuable lesson. Before you take any advice, take a moment to assess its relevance to your unique circumstances. Remember, what works for one person may not work for you. We're all different, with unique situations, goals, and challenges. So, instead of blindly following the crowd, pave your own path. Always assess advice for its relevance to your unique circumstances. Fourthly, never feel guilty for being ambitious. Ambition is the fuel that propels us towards our goals. Yet, sometimes, we may find ourselves feeling guilty for wanting more than what we already have. This guilt often stems from the fear of outshining those around us, or the fear of failure. But remember, ambition is not about trampling on others or being reckless. It's about aspiring for greatness, for a better version of ourselves. I once found myself downplaying my ambitions, treading lightly to avoid unsettling those around me. But I soon realized that this was not only unproductive, but also untrue to myself. I was allowing the mediocrity of others to dictate my aspirations. So, Stand tall with your ambitions. Let them be your guiding light. Don't let the limited achievements of others define your potential. Surround yourself with those who encourage your aspirations, not those who stifle them. Ambition is a virtue, not a vice. Fifthly, avoid excessive emotional dependence. Now, don't get me wrong. Attachment is a natural human tendency. It's an invisible thread that connects us to the people, places, and things we love. But when this attachment morphs into an unhealthy emotional dependence, it can cripple us. I remember a time when I was so emotionally entangled with a friend that their departure left me feeling lost and aimless. It was a tough pill to swallow, but it taught me a valuable lesson about the importance of emotional resilience. Life is a vast ocean of experiences, and loss is an inevitable part of this journey. But instead of fearing it, we should prepare ourselves for it. Don't let the pain of separation define you. Instead, use it as a catalyst to cultivate resilience. Remember, it's not the absence of pain that makes you strong, but your ability to bounce back from it. So, embrace life's uncertainties. They are stepping stones to growth. Sixthly, resist the urge to simp. Now, we've all seen it. The man who, in the presence of beauty, becomes a doormat, throwing away his self-respect for a fleeting moment of attention. This, my friends, is the folly of simping. I remember, once upon a time, being so enamored by a woman that I found myself compromising my values just to keep her interested. But let me tell you, it's a dangerous path that leads nowhere good. It's not about playing hard to get, but about knowing your worth and not settling for less. When you respect yourself, others will too. And if they don't, then they're not worth your time. Simping is a symptom of a deeper issue, a lack of self-respect. It's about time we address this issue head-on, gentlemen. Remember, self-respect is the cornerstone of a man's dignity. Seventhly, stand up to bullying. Bullying isn't just a cruel game played on the schoolyard. It can rear its ugly head in various forms throughout adulthood. It could be a boss who belittles you, a partner who undermines your self-esteem, or even a friend who constantly puts you down. The crucial thing to remember is this: acquiescence only invites further mistreatment. I remember a time when I had to confront a bully in my life. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. I chose my words carefully, ensuring I communicated my feelings without resorting to hostility. The result? The bully backed down, and more importantly, I gained newfound respect from those around me. So, here's the thing: embrace confrontation when necessary. It might be uncomfortable, but it's often the only way to stop those who seek to belittle or intimidate you. Stand tall, speak up, and earn the respect you rightfully deserve. Never allow anyone to belittle or intimidate you. Lastly, practice the art of listening. You see, many of us fall into the trap of talking too much, especially when we're around successful people. We feel this innate need to impress, to prove our worth, but often it's counterproductive. It's like trying to fill a cup that's already overflowing. Let me share a personal anecdote. I once found myself in the company of a very successful entrepreneur. I was eager to show him that I too had great ideas, that I was someone to be reckoned with. So I talked, and I talked, and I talked. But the more I spoke, the less he seemed interested. It wasn't until I paused, took a step back, and decided to listen, that the dynamic changed. His eyes lit up. He shared his experiences, his wisdom, and for the first time, I truly felt like I was learning something valuable. It's easy to fall into the habit of constant chatter, especially in a world that often feels like a competition of who can make the most noise. But the truth is, restraint and humility are the marks of a true gentleman. Understanding, absorbing, and learning from others, especially those who have already walked the path you aspire to tread, is the key to personal and professional growth. Remember, the wise man listens more than he speaks. In conclusion, being a man comes with immense potential. Remember, don't belittle your goals, embrace solitude while cherishing brotherhood, and don't let the internet dictate your actions. Celebrate your ambitions, guard against excessive emotional attachment, and steer clear of simping. Stand up against bullies and practice humility in the face of success. Each of these actions can chip away at your potential, so tread carefully. Respect your potential, Steer clear of these actions and strive to be the best version of yourself. Remember, these principles aren't just words, they're pathways to personal growth and fulfillment. If you're ready to embark on this journey, hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, stay true to yourself.